Swadika, good morning and welcome to Newsline, coming live to you on NBT Radio Thailand FM 88 and also NBT World. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. It's Wednesday, October 22nd. I'm Chalapansa Narula. His Majesty King Bhumibol Adulyadej sent a message of congratulations to Joko Widodo on the occasion of his swearing in as the new President of the Republic of Indonesia. In the royal message sent by the Thai embassy in Jakarta, His Majesty the King offered his sincere wish for the President's success and happiness and for the prosperity of Indonesia and her people. His Majesty the King was confident that the friendly relationship and cooperation that had existed between the two nations would continue to be enhanced in the years to come. And now let's have a look at the Thailand Moves Forward section. In our headline, Prime Minister Janrat Prayut Chan-o-cha has instructed relevant state agencies to reorganize public van, taxi and motorcycle taxi services as well as beachfront areas after recurring problems have been seen in many areas. The campaign has been implemented in July of this year, but since then encroachment issues continue to linger in beach areas. Vans and other public vehicles are still found illegally parked in a number of places. Janrat Prayut said not only will the measures be more strongly enforced, a set of assertive measures will also be extended to business operators in a bid to ensure the success of the project. He also vowed to beef up security for international tourists in popular destinations following the double murder on Koh Tao and the recent speedboat collision near Krabi, which left 2 South Korean tourists missing and found dead. The Cabinet has granted approval to the building of double-track railway on 6 routes next year, as well as the purchase of the first lot of NGV buses within the first quarter. Deputy Director of the Office of Transport and Traffic Policy and Planning, a green light was given by the Cabinet to the proposed plan to begin laying down a dual-track railway system in Thailand in 2015. The construction will initially cover a distance of 873 kilometers on 6 routes. The Cabinet also agreed to the request to expand the width of rail tracks to 1.43 meters for the sections between Bangkok and Nakhon Ratchasima, Nong Khai, and Bangkok and Rayong in order to increase travelling speed. Meanwhile, related officials were authorized to go ahead with the purchase of the first 489 NGV-powered buses within January to March next year. The rest of the buses in the procurement plan are to be acquired gradually afterwards. As for the pending electric train projects, Mr. Chaiwat said the Green Line's Mor Chit Sapan Mai Khukot section was expected to be ready for bidding within this year, whereas 6 other lines would likely be up for grabs next year. The Cabinet gave nods to the assistance measures for rubber farmers proposed by the Rubber Policy Committee on 16th of October. Deputy Government Spokesperson Major General Sansern Kaew said the Cabinet meeting deliberated on and approved the assistance measures as well as solutions to the problem of rubber price drop. Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha stressed that financial compensations must be given to the affected rubber farmers directly. As for payouts for rice farmers, Interior Minister Anupong Paujinda informed the Cabinet and the Ministry that it had tasked local administrative organizations and the Bank for Agriculture and agricultural cooperatives with paying the rice farmers. No problems had taken place so far. And the Commerce Minister is confident that Thailand's exports will not end up with negative growth in 2014. Commerce Minister General Thatchai Sarikalaya held a meeting with directors of Thai Trade Center from around the world to discuss Thailand's 2015 export target. After the meeting, the minister told reporters that Thai exports will likely grow 4 to 5% in 2015, with China, India and the Middle East as the country's main markets. For this year, the Commerce Minister said he has instructed all Thai Trade Center directors to promptly make an updated assessment of the value and the volume of Thai exports to their respective markets while implementing more promotional activities. General Chachai also plans to visit some markets to boost confidence in Thai products. And while he declined to make any comments on this year's export growth estimate, the Commerce Minister expressed confidence that the growth rate will not contract in 2014. The National Legislative Assembly is expected to officially approve the nominations of 2 key positions for the judicial branch today. NLA President Pornphet Vichitcholachai said that the legislature is set to meet on Wednesday to deliberate an urgent agenda on the nominations of the new Ombudsman and the new Secretary General of the Council of State. General Withawat Ratchatanan, former Deputy Permanent Secretary to the Defence Ministry, was nominated as an Ombudsman, and while Kun Disatat Potrakit, who is currently the Deputy Secretary General of the Council of State, got a nomination to be Secretary General. Mr. Pornphet said that the NLA will also continue the deliberation of the second and third reading of 5 draft laws and start the first reading of 3 new drafts, which the Cabinet has recently submitted. The National Reform Council voted in its first meeting to elect its president and 2 vice presidents. Under the interim chairmanship of 87-year-old Paron Isarasena Na Ayutthaya, the most senior member of the NRC, the council elected Dr. Tianchai Kiranan as the president of the NRC, Bawansak Uwano and Dr. Thasana Buntong as the first and second vice presidents respectively. NRC President Dr. Tianchai Kiranan received his bachelor's degree in political science from Chulalongkorn University and continued his studies in the United States, where he earned his master's degree in economics and demography from Hawaii University and a PhD in economics from Duke University. Dr. Tianchai is the vice president of Prince Mahidol Award Foundation and was a professor in economics at Chulalongkorn University, as well as being former president of the university. First NRC Vice President Bawansak Uwano earned his Bachelor of Law at Chulalongkorn University and completed his postgraduate and PhD studies at the University of Paris. He is currently serving as the Secretary General of King Prachadipok's Institute. He was a member of the drafting committee of the 1997 Constitution of Thailand and previously served as the Cabinet Secretary General under the Thaksin government. Second NRC Vice President Dr. Thasana Buntong received her Bachelor of Education in Psychiatric and Mental Health Nursing from Chulalongkorn University and completed her postgraduate studies at Boston University. She earned a master's degree in adult psychiatry and a PhD in health and higher education. In our next news, Minister of Social Development and Human Security Adun Sang Singkao has voiced satisfaction with the regulation of street begging in Bangkok so far, while aiming to expand the measures to other provinces. During a meeting with the Social Development and Human Security officials, Police General Adun was informed of results of a recent campaign running from October 14 till 20th, till the 20th that is, to get beggars off the streets of Bangkok. He told the press that the move was considered a success as a total of 240 beggars found in various corners of the city were registered for the ministry's assistance within the 7-day period. The group comprised 96 Thais and 144 foreign nationals. The minister elaborated that the Thai beggars had been sent to the ministry's Help Center for Mental Rehabilitation, welfare support, and also vocational training. On the other hand, those from other countries were sent to the Immigration Bureau for deportation. Police General Adun insisted that the campaign to rid the capital of beggars would be continued with cooperation from many sides, such as the police, municipal workers, and the Ministry of Labour. The city reorganization measure is also set to be implemented in other provinces across Thailand, particularly those frequented by tourists. The Ministry of Public Health is warning recipients of second-hand winter clothes and sweaters to watch out for 3 possible risks of illnesses. Health Ministry Permanent Secretary Dr. Narong Sahamethapat said that as temperature starts to drop, residents in the north and the northeast are asked to try to keep themselves warm in order not to get sick. However, Dr. Narong is also concerned about the purchase of used winter clothes and sweaters, which have been brought in from other countries, as they may be carriers of certain illnesses, including allergy, ringworms, and other skin diseases. The Health Department Director General, Dr. Pontep Siriwanarangsan, added that shoppers of second-hand winter wear should avoid those items laid on the ground for sale, as dust or insects might sneak into those pieces. They should also put on facial masks during shopping and avoiding items with stains or made of leather with fluffy materials, as they can be a source of germs and difficult to clean. As a precaution, Dr. Pontep said used items should be disinfected by washing in hot water, that is hotter than 60 degrees Celsius, for at least 15 minutes before leaving them to dry out in the sun. The Bangkok Metropolitan Administration is set to host the second meeting of governors, mayors of ASEAN capitals in early November. Bangkok Governor Mom Rajawong Sukhumpan Boripat said that the capital will be hosting the second meeting of governors, mayors of ASEAN capitals during November 4th till the 6th. So far, all but Bandar Seri Begawan, that's the capital of Brunei, have already confirmed their participation in the upcoming gathering, while ASEAN Secretary General Le Luang Min will be joining the opening ceremony and also delivering a speech. He added that the meeting will be talking about 12 new projects related to public safety, migration, disaster management, transportation, tourism, capacity building, education, public health, culture, public service, environment, and civil society. In addition, Bangkok will later host the Lower Mekong Tourism Cities Mayor Summit, scheduled during November 6th till the 7th, which will be joined by representatives from Ho Chi Minh, Phnom Penh, Vientiane, Yangon, and Bangkok to discuss cooperation on culture and tourism. The National Broadcasting and Telecommunications Commission, or NBTC, has requested police assistance in preventing corruption during the distribution of the digital TV coupons. According to the National Broadcasting and Telecommunications Commission, or NBTC, local administrative officials have been informed not to get involved in the handout of coupons, as it would be an act of corruption. The Royal Thai Police has also been asked to stop anyone from trying to collect people's identification cards in an attempt to obtain the coupon. The Postal Office of Thailand has also been urged to keep track of the coupons. Postal staff have been instructed to deliver the coupons to individual homeowners instead of placing them collectively into the hands of village headmen or any specific individuals. In case no recipients receive the coupons, people will be able to pick up the coupon at the local post office when they are available. The NBTC advised people to call its hotline at 1200 for any additional information or to report any irregularities. The Ministry of Justice has recently chaired the 38th Asia-Pacific Operational Drug Enforcement Conference to bolster a drug eradication plan. Justice Minister General Phaiboon Khumchaya said the objective of this event is to share information on drug eradication and the progress from each nation. There are over 30 countries joining the conference, which is taking place until October 24th. Representatives from regional drug control organizations and the Office of Narcotics Control Board of Thailand, or ONCB, are among the participants. When the conference has concluded, the shared ideas will be compiled into a report and submitted to the Commission on Narcotic Drugs in Vienna. The ONCB is expected to reveal the results of the conference. It is also hopeful that members will move in the same direction in stopping the sales and use of illegal substances. And next is our Now or Never segment. Today, Dr. Yongyut Mayalap, the government spokesperson, will talk about the government's measures to boost and promote Thailand's agricultural industry.
Welcome to Now or Never, the program that updates you on the achievements of the National Council for Peace and Order, or NCPO, and the work progress of the government. Recently, General Prayut Chan-o-cha, Prime Minister and head of the NCPO, stressed the importance of agricultural promotion as an important way to highlight Thailand's strength as a leading agricultural country. In this case, all those involved with agro-industry must place importance on synergizing their work to conduct agricultural zoning. Crop types should be appropriate for the location. For example, basin areas such as Ayutthaya and Pathum Thani are suitable for growing quality rice. The Ministry of Industry has been instructed to conduct a review of areas that are suitable for the cultivation of rice and other valuable crops. Therefore, factories should not be set up in such areas, as it would imply forsaking these fertile lands for the sole purpose of convenient transportation for industries. The government will not approve additional plants for now, and previous approvals will also be reviewed. Factories that are still discharging wastewater must make improvements, otherwise they face being shut down. The Prime Minister has also stressed that all ministries and departments need to collaboratively work hand in hand. It used to be that cultivation was handled by one agency, while crop sales were handled by another. All agencies must now share in the responsibility. The Ministry of Agriculture will help provide knowledge to farmers, letting them know of the appropriate crop for a given situation and how to create better value. Each of Thailand's numerous rice strains give different results when used in various recipes, and so they need to be conserved. Appropriate growing areas should also be provided for these strains. The government considers it essential to pursue crop rotation and organic varieties of crops. At the same time, energy crops would need separate growing areas. Once zoning is in place, crop prices will improve and the growers' satisfaction will come about. Monetary assistance cannot be handed out indefinitely. The government must also be able to accommodate the produce generated, quantity, quality, and marketing. For example, it has been suggested that palm oil can be cultivated in place of rubber plantation, as there is significant shortage of palm oil for biodiesel production. Palm oil prices usually have been low, but using it in biodiesel production may help to balance the demand and supply, as well as the production process and marketing. The Ministry of Interior will, with the assistance of local agencies and residents, compile information related to agriculture for each locality for such immensely beneficial purpose. สวัสดีครับ
And that's it for today's edition of Thailand Moves Forward. We'll now have a look at the exchange rates and commodity prices. After that, Newsline will take a break and we'll return with international news.
Open the world of information. Embrace public participation. Present Thailand to the world. New dimension of the government's public relations. The 81st anniversary of Public Relations Department. Creative media for society and mobilizing Thailand towards the ASEAN community.
Welcome back. You're watching Newsline. It's time for ASEAN and Beyond. Russian Trade Minister Denis Manturov revealed yesterday Russia's industrial group, that's Group V Holding, will invest $500 million in an alumina refinery in Indonesia that could be built in the next 3 to 4 years. The new alumina plant is expected to have a capacity of 1 million tons a year, with shipments bound for China. V Holdings' investment follows on from aluminium giant United Company Rusal, who in February said it wanted to make Indonesia a regional hub for its alumina production. Southeast Asia's biggest economy introduced a controversial mineral ore export ban in January, aimed at forcing miners to move up the value chain by processing minerals in Indonesia. Pro-democracy leaders in Hong Kong returned to their supporters yesterday hours after unsuccessful talks with government leaders to try to end weeks-long occupation of major traffic arteries. After the meeting, the students said they had yet to decide whether to hold a second round of talks. Leaders of Hong Kong Federation of Students said the government party, led by Chief Secretary Carrie Lam, had barely anything to offer. During the talks, the officials said they would send a report to Beijing on the situation in Hong Kong and the protesters' demands. According to the HKFS, or the Hong Kong Federation of Students Secretary Alex Chow, he described the few gestures offered, including the situation report to Beijing, as the government having merely tossed a few hollow and illusory concessions. Beijing-backed city leader Leung Chun-ying had earlier hinted at a procedural concession in choosing Hong Kong's next leader, but in a news conference after the talks, Carrie Lam reiterated the government's position that open nominations for the country's 2017 elections were not possible under the Hong Kong law. Princess Catherine, the Duchess of Cambridge, arrived at the Natural History Museum in London's affluent borough of Kensington yesterday to present the Wildlife Photographer of the Year awards, one of her first public appearances since the announcement of her second pregnancy. The Duchess, popularly known as Kate, presented the awards with British naturalist and broadcaster Sir David Attenborough at the museum. American Michael Nichols was named the overall 2014 Wildlife Photographer of the Year for his photo titled The Last Great Picture of a group of female lions in Tanzania's Serengeti, while 8-year-old Carlos Perez Naval won the Young Wildlife Photographer of the Year for his snap of a yellow scorpion titled Stinger in the Sun. Earlier in the day, the Duchess joined her husband, Prince William, to welcome Singapore's President Tan and his wife on an official state visit, her first official function in public since the Duke and Duchess had announced they were pregnant with their second child, expected in April. And that's it for today's edition of Newsline. If you do have any suggestions or comments, please feel free to email them to us. And the email address is newsline.nbt@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Facebook, type NNT, and our website is thainews.prd.go.th/newseng. Today, we say goodbye with a newly discovered tourist destination in Lampang province. I'm Chalapan Sanarula. Thanks for joining. Sawasdee ka.